Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Ghost Stories. Hope everyone is having a wonderful evening on this Friday night in September. Let's get started with our intro, and then we'll get to the task at hand. All right. Let's remove that. And we are live. And as billed, we have a special guest and new addition to the show to reveal, but I'll do that in just a second. First, I want to say hello to everybody that's here. Hello, Shannon. Hello, Latin Butterfly. Hello, Gianni Catalano. Hello, Marta Fowler. Bobo is in the house. Tony the Night Owl is here. Gerard is here. Kelly is here. Thindu, I saw, is here. Past his bedtime. I really appreciate that. Delilah is here. Cranky is here. Who else am I missing here? I saw that James was here earlier and left. Thank you, James, for that donation. I really appreciate that. Dave T from Boston in the house. Did I miss anybody? A whole lot of people to start off the show. 17 people already. That's pretty awesome. Thank you to each and every one of you for spending some time with me. All right. Let's see. I think I hit everybody so far. Stegs, of course. And I think we're good to go here. I hope everyone saw Adam's live rib eating contest, which was kind of awesome. It's not really a contest, but it was kind of cool. Pow, how are you, my friend? So check out Adam's rib eating extravaganza. All right, tonight's episode is about ghost stories from Georgia. And stick around because I have some paranormal videos at the end that I want to discuss with you and get your opinion on, like last time. So I hope you enjoy that. Hey, teacher, how are you? Good to see you. Kelly, I said hello to Kelly before. Okay, cool. Bobo, I said hello to. So thank you all again for being here. Now, the big reveal. Let's start off with the big reveal. Now, I think the show, I was talking with Lenny about the show a little bit, and he wanted to bring on an addition that is very close to his heart. It is someone who is his companion in the afterlife, and I would let him do it, but he's not a man of many words. He's kind of a quiet guy. So I will introduce this person for you, or this, not person, but you'll see. So, what do you think, Lenny? We ready? Okay, so I want to introduce you all to Victor, Lenny's dog. As you can see, Victor is a French poodle. I'm not a French poodle, a French bulldog, and he was Lenny's very own partner in life, and now he's with him in his second life. So he wanted to bring him on the show and introduce him to all you guys. So say hello to Victor. He'll be with us when he can, and we'll see if he can. Can you contribute more to the show than Lenny? We'll see. But anyway, that's Victor right there. Say hello to everyone, Victor. All right, we'll put you aside for a second there. Maybe we'll get you on camera again later. All right, so let's light our candles and get started. All right. I see everyone is commenting on Victor. All right. Let's make sure that goes. There we go. All right. Gerard matches, traditional matches like you always suggested. And let's shut this light off. There we go. Let me see. Can we get Victor in this picture at all? Victor, it's hard to get Victor in the picture. All right. Well, we'll try later on. Hello. Plumbing is in the house. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for coming back. I know you've been here before. That's great. Sliminy, what's up? How are you, my friend? Quick plug for Slim. I think Slim goes live after this, 10 o'clock. Step in and see what he's up to. Him and Solitaire usually doing their 10 o'clock show. So, check them out if you haven't already. I'm sure a lot of you do. So check them out again. All right. So let's talk about Georgia. Now, Georgia has many ghost stories, and it was hard to pick some because, as you may have heard, Savannah is very, very haunted city, very old city, a lot of voodoo that goes on there over the years. And because of that, there's a lot of spiritual activity. So I got a couple from Savannah, but I tried to spread it out a little bit. So I got 4 individual stories for you, and we'll go through them one at a time. And like I said, afterwards, I will show you some videos I want to get your opinion on. All right. So, hey, Skip, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. All right. So let's start with the first story deals with a place called the Old Pink House Restaurant. And I will show you a picture of this. Always important to show the picture so you guys know what's happening here, what I'm talking about. So, all right, let's see where we are here. This is what the Old Pink Restaurant looks like. Now, it was built in 1789. And basically the same structure. Brick building built in 1789 by a man by the name of James Habersham Jr. And Mr. Habersham Jr., James, built this for his newlywed wife, and who was much younger than he was. He was an older man. He had a younger wife, wanted to impress her, built her a house. Now, unfortunately, that wasn't enough to impress her because she ended up being unfaithful to Mr. Habersham. And as a result, he could not deal with that too well and ended up taking his own life in the house. Remember, it was a house at the time. It's a restaurant now, historical site. And it's been a restaurant for many years. So people say that Mr. Habersham's ghost is still lingering about this place. And there have been many accounts to of Mr. Habersham interacting with workers as well as guests of the restaurant. So, hello, Miss. Hello, Patrick. Good to see you, my friend. Now, what does Mr. Habersham's spirit do? Well, One of the things that he does quite often is he will pull out chairs when patrons are about to sit down, specifically or more prominently women. When women go to sit down, their chair will move away from the table for them. And this might go back to just his manners and being a gentleman. I don't know. So he'll move the chairs for the ladies as they come to sit to eat for dinner. And also, tables and chairs will, if they're off kilter, if they're not exactly symmetrical, they will move back to a symmetrical position. And people say that this is Mr. Habersham wanting to keep his house tidy. Now, also, there are many candles in here because it is a historical site. Remember, the traditional lighting of the rest of the room was of the building, and the restaurant was actually candlelight, like we have here. But it, but these candles will light by themselves. Many people have seen the candles ignite by themselves without any explanation for it. Now, there's never been. Now, Mr. Habersham is not, or Mr. Habersham's spirit has never been really a scary guy. He's never scared anyone. He's more so a caretaker type of ghost. And he's very concerned about his building and will tidy up. And many of the people that work there say that sometimes when they're tired at the end of a busy restaurant day, they will simply go into the back room to have a drink or to have a cigarette or whatever they might have to do. And then after a while, they'll come back and the mess left will be cleaned up by the ghost. So Mr. Hamersham is quite a helper to the staff at the Old Pink House restaurant in Georgia. So that's how it goes for that. Hi, Paul. How are you? That's our first story, Mr. Habersham and his lighting of candles and moving of chairs for the ladies in the restaurant. Poor Mr. Habersham. I feel bad for him. All right. So that's our first one. The Old Pink House. All right. Let's move on to number 2. Now, number 2 is there's a place or a structure called the U Harley Covered Bridge. Now, we've had discussions about covered bridge before, covered bridges that were haunted. This is another one. Now, let me show you what it looks like so you get a good idea. All right, where are we? Where are we here? Where are we here? Come on, let's go. Let's go. Where are we? Here we go. All right. Now, let me put it on full screen so you can get a look at it. This is a covered bridge that was traditionally for a railroad. As you can see, the boards leading up to it, there would be a railroad that goes through there. Now, obviously, it's over a river or a stream, whatever it might be. And the railroad is no longer in use. So now it's just basically a pedestrian bridge. And it's not really used for cars or automobiles very often. It's more so people walking in the area because the area is a park, right? It's an area that is preserved, right? So let me go back to my screen here. Wait, let's put it up there. What are we doing here? We got to put it up there. There we go. All right. Now, what's the tales around the U Harley Covered Bridge? Now, U Harley is a town in Georgia. That's what it's named after. Now, this bridge was built in 1880. Prior to that, there was another bridge that was washed out by a hurricane, flooding from a hurricane. And it is said that when that occurred, a man was killed. It happened to be on the bridge at the time, probably a train or railroad employee, but he was killed in the process. Now, could his spirit be part of this? I don't know. But that's not the predominant reason, or that's not the predominant story, is not this man that was killed in prior to 1880 when the original bridge was wiped away. There seems to be sightings of a Native American girl. Now, I don't know the tribe that she was from, but a Native American girl that is said to have been hanged inside this bridge on the rafters by a bunch of vigilantes. I don't know what you would call them. Bad guys, you know. So anyway, so this supposedly, if you walk through this bridge and it's quiet, and usually towards the end of the day or dusk, you will hear a rope, the sound of a rope shifting and a body swaying, like you'll hear that in as if a rope was going up against something as it sways back and forth. So that's one of the people or one of the ghosts that are there. Now, the other story that's aligned to this bridge is that in the 1800s, right after this bridge, I guess, was built, a a a young girl, a young settler girl, or 1800s, in a wagon, excuse me, was covering it, was crossing it with her father. So her father was crossing the bridge. It was a railroad bridge, but he decided to take it with his carriage or his wagon, whatever it might be. And as he's going across the bridge, a train starts coming. Now, this sent him into a panic, and it sent his daughter into a panic too. And in fact, his daughter got so scared by the train, the sound of the train coming, that she jumped from the wagon or carriage, and unfortunately got her long black hair caught in the rafters of the bridge. As and so the bridge wasn't always encompassed. It wasn't always, didn't have sides. So supposedly, as they were going through, she jumps as enough to get off the bridge, and her hair gets caught into the rafters, and her neck is instantly broken, and she's stuck there swinging. Her dead body is stuck there swinging. So it's a pretty disturbing story to think about, that a young girl dying like that. Um, so the train was coming, but it was far enough away that there really wasn't a danger. But the girl panicked and jumped off of the bridge. It jumped out of the carriage and off the side of the bridge, and her hair got caught and it snapped her neck, and she died instantly. And it said that her ghost, you see her wandering around the rafters or underneath the bridge where her body hung, and she's usually in a colonial, not a colonial, like a pioneer type of dress, and it's white. And so that's what it goes on there. So it's a pretty creepy type of area. As you can see, the bridge itself looks kind of creepy, but it could be one of three spirits, or it could be all of the spirits. But usually there are cold spots in there. When a paranormal investigator goes there, they will experience that. They'll experience hearing noises. They'll experience um, orbs on pictures they've taken. I couldn't find any, but I read that there were multiple investigations that went on there, and they found orbs on their pictures. So, but that's the story. So don't know the names of who these ghosts might be, but they said to are stuck at this particular bridge because of what happened to them there. Either the guy that was killed in the flood, the Native American who was lynched, I guess, and the girl that jumped off and had her neck broken as she was crossing. So pretty creepy stuff for a bridge. Hello, Gina. Good to see you. All right. So that was number 2. You Harley. I'm sorry. I didn't say that right. You Harley covered bridge. All right. That's that. Now let's go on to number 3. Number 3 story. Now, the number 3 story is a Civil War story. As you know, many battles took place in Georgia, as most of the Civil War took place in the South. So Georgia, being a mainstay of the Confederacy, had many battles in it, as well as South Carolina, Virginia, etc. So, so this is about we're going to talk about Kennesaw Mountain National Battlefield. Now, let me show you real quickly what it kind of looks like. It was hard for me to get pictures of it because it's a mountainous. It's a mountainous ridge. Like it's hard to get a good picture, panoramic view of the whole place because of it's so mountainous and it has trees on it and everything. So I'll show you what I have, and you'll get a good idea at least of what the battlefield looks like. And I'll tell you the tale behind it. All right. Here we go. Here's a picture. Here's a picture of the battlefield on a foggy, creepy day. Let me put that on full string for you. As you can see, they have cannons there to mark spots where the battles took place. Part of the battle took place. And it is said that 5,300 people died on this particular battlefield in one day. Now, that's a pretty significant number. Both Confederates and Union soldiers died. The Confederates, I think, won the battle, but there were heavy losses on both sides. So when that happens, there tends to be residual problems. You know, spirits tend to be around there quite a while. They may not leave. They don't know where they are. They might be lost. Who knows? Lots of stuff going on in that type of mass death that occurs in one particular area. Let me see. I think I have another picture of a more clearer picture. But this one here, I'll show you this one too, so you get a good idea of what I'm talking about here. All right. What's going on here? Why isn't this working? Okay, here we go. Share screen. This is it. This is it during a clear day. Looks kind of, I mean, it looks kind of beautiful to me. It looks like a nice historical site. I would like to go visit it. Now, many people have said that they have witnessed spirits on this battlefield. In fact, it is said that at dusk, ghost soldiers from both sides will start wandering the field of battle, and that many of them will be missing arms and a leg. In other words, they took this damage, and their spirits are in their final form as they wander about at night. Now, on other occasions, they say that that people have said that they have heard a phantom cannon going off, or cannons, as if the battle was being waged again for eternity, over and over again. That they will smell gunpowder, and that they will hear the cannons roaring back and forth as the battle plays out over and over and over. Yes, booms and gunflower. The smell of blood. Now, I don't know what blood smells like, but people say they smell blood. I guess it's that like metallic smell, but they say they get the smell of blood on this battlefield as well for something that took place 150 years ago. This was 1864 that this battle took place. And also, this is an odd part of the story too, is that people see ghost deer. That's kind of bizarre to me, a ghost of a deer, but they see a herd of ghost deer that run through the battlefield. I don't know, where that comes from, but I just thought that was kind of interesting that you'll see these deer out on the field feeding, much like you'll see deer in a herd out there. And as you approach them, if you approach deer, normally they will run away from you. If you approach these deer, they will just disappear. So ghosts of deer, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of bizarre. It's kind of a bizarre story, but that's what people say they've seen. So this would be an interesting place to witness, take some pictures, see anything comes up on the cameras. Again, there's probably videos out there. I couldn't find any, but people probably have some of the battlefield, and I'm guarantee you there's probably ghost orbs in those shots, much like in Gettysburg. And by the way, one of the videos I want to show you later on is from Gettysburg. All right. So that's Kennesaw Mountain National Battlefield in Georgia. All right. Now, let's go on to our fourth and final story, which was our headliner. And that is the Fox Theater in Atlanta. Now, let me show you what it looks like. The Fox Theater. Here it comes. It's quite a fancy location to me, if you ask me. It's a beautiful theater. And it was built in 1929. And it has been maintained over the years. Very, and it's active, right? Excuse me. It's an active theater. And quite famous people, many famous people have come there and performed over the years. But it started in 1929 and suffered through the Depression and everything. It was a major attraction during the Depression. Now, let me show you another picture of it. Now, let's put that away. Let's get this out of here. Let me show you another picture. This one is from 1947. And right after the war, it was quite a destination for swing bands. So it was a very popular location. Now, the ghostly activity in this joint is interesting because there's no big event that has happened here that people died there or anything like that. But people have said they have seen a ghost Confederate soldier in the windows from the outside, from the street, in the windows of the theater, which is really interesting because it wasn't there during the Confederacy or during the Civil War. So who knows? There might have been something else there that may have housed Confederate soldiers or Confederate wounded. Who knows? But they say they see a Confederate soldier that will appear in the windows. They'll see him from the outside of the street. So an interesting thing to see there. And that's nothing. That's nothing. The real ghost of this place, I'll tell you the story about. Now, as you might imagine, this is a historical theater. So there's tours that go on there. And many times schools will come there on a tour and take the children through and show them what it was like and all that stuff. Well, one rainy afternoon, a tour comes through the theater and they do the usual. They go through the balconies, they go through the backstage, they go into the general area, they look at all of the monuments of who was there, the pictures of all the famous people that were there. And the tour ends up in the well or whatever where the orchestra is, the orchestra pit of the theater. And this theater is particularly famous for their Moeller pipe organ. It's called Mighty Mo, the Moeller pipe organ. So it's a very rare organ, and it's part of the tour, and people want to see it and such. So as the tour goes to this area of the Fox Theater, the tour guide begins to tell them about the history of the organ and general stuff. And as they're doing that, a gentleman comes out from behind the curtains, from behind stage, and comes down into the pit and offers to play the organ for them. And he was wearing, black glasses, kind of like a clean-cut guy, a suit, like a shirt and tie. And he proceeds to sit down at the organ and start to play the organ. And the children are fascinated and love the whole experience of the organ playing, etc. And the tour guide was so happy that this was not a normal part of the tour. So she was very happy, and when he finished playing the pipe organ, she went up to him and said, "I'm so happy that you were here for the kids. They really enjoyed this." And he said, "Not a problem." And she said, "What's your name?" He said, "My name is Bob. I'm happy to do this. This is something I love doing." So she was very happy. And as she left as they made their way out of the building, um, they stopped in the front area to check out, as they normally do. And the tour guide said to the manager of the place, I was so happy that Bob was here to help demonstrate how the organ plays." And the manager looked at her with a very puzzled look as to, I don't, who's Bob, and, what's going on here? Well, she said, "No, Bob is the guy that was there that played the organ. He must be part of the band or part of the orchestra." And and the manager said to her, "I'm sorry, you must be mistaken, because there's nobody here right now except myself and my secretary. All of the orchestra members are gone for the day." And you said her name was Bob? I mean, you said his name was Bob? And she said, "Yeah, and she played the Moeller pipe organ." Well, at that point, when he heard that the Moeller pipe organ was played, he was taken aback and kind of surprised in his face, because it's not an organ that's constantly played. It's not a part of the main orchestra. It's more so of an attraction, a throwback and an attraction. So um, when he said, "What was did the guy tell you his last name, Bob? Who?" And she said, "Bob Van Comp." And at that, his jaw dropped right in front of her. And he said, Bob Van Camp died in 1990. He was the organist that did that Moeller pipe organ for 25 years. And in fact, when he died, he loved that organ so much that we buried his ashes. We have his ashes inside the pipe organ. So you can imagine the chill that went down the tour guide's spine as she learned that she was being entertained, and these kids were being entertained by the spirit of Bob Van Comp. And I actually have a picture of Bob. And this is an absolutely true story, that his ashes are in the pipe organ. That was something that he wanted done when he passed. It was in his will, and they honored it. Let me show you what if I can pull this up, I can show you what he looks like, or looked like, I should say. Where is he? Is he here anywhere? Bob, are you here? Where's Bob? Bob, you're not here. Oh, Bob is not here. Uh, I wish I had Bob so I could show you. Let me see here. But you can look him up online. He actually has uh, not a page, but he has a Wikipedia page on him. Now and I'll show you this real quick. This is a picture of supposedly a ghost light that was taken on stage in the Fox Theater. That this was just a picture taken from backstage, and this light is inexplainable how it shows up on here. No one knows what caused this light to appear in the middle of when this picture was taken. So is that Bob? Who knows? But that's what they say happened when they took this picture. This light, there was no light source here that's giving off this. So interesting little picture there that I found. All right. Now let's stop sharing that if we can. All right. All right. Let me get out of here. What is it, Lenny? Relax. All right. So that's the theater. So that's Fox Theater. That's Fox Theater in Atlanta. The spirit of Bob Van Comp still there, playing the Moeller organ, as we say in eternity playing them all. And he's nice enough to play for the kids. So that's pretty awesome. That was a pretty awesome story when I learned that one. Hello, Teresa. Good to see you, my friend. Now, those are your stories, right? We had the Fox Theater. We had U Harley, Covered Bridge. You had Kennesaw Mountain National Battlefield. And we had the Pink Old House Restaurant. Now, let's see if we can pull up some paranormal videos that I found and I want to get your opinion on. Now, where are they? Where are they? I'm sorry, this is always such a problem for me. I don't know why it is, but it turns out to be a problem for me. Okay. I need another screen is what I think I need here. I don't know if you can, let's see, where are we here? All right. Can you still see me? There we go. All right. Now, let me pull this up real quick. And I'm going to play this video for you. And I want you to tell me what you think. This is of Gettysburg. This is a video that was taken of Gettysburg. As you may know, I mean, we've talked about Gettysburg before. Gettysburg is a notoriously haunted site, so to speak. So, wait a minute, what am I doing here? So I want to show you this and tell me what you think. All right, let's see what we got here. I don't want that. Share my screen. Here we go. Thank you for bearing with me. Okay, here we go. Now, tell me what you think. Now, this is a video that's taken at dusk in Gettysburg. I don't know what part of the battlefield this is, but it is taken. Hold on, we don't need the sound on this. How do we get the sound out of here? All right, we don't need the sound. Here we go. Now, I want you to watch. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. A spirit just walked across. Here comes another one right here. And they seem to fade as they cross this trail here. Here's a third one farther back. There's a fourth one. I think that's it. Let me see. Yeah, that's it. Now, let me ask you about that. Let me play it again real quick, just so you, in case you missed it. There's right there. There's another one. There's the third one. And there's the fourth one. Now, I don't know here. I don't know. I don't know about that. What do you guys think? I mean, it looks kind of real to me. I don't know. I mean, it's very rare that you see a video like that where you see actual body shapes of walking like that. So I don't know. I couldn't find anything on it as to where exactly it is in Get. All I know is that it's in Gettysburg. I don't know exactly where it is. And that if anybody looked at the video or did any testing on it or anything like that to see if it's fake, I don't know. But it's definitely creepy to see those spirits just walking across the trail like that. Now, I was in Gettysburg many years ago, in the '90s, and I never was there at night or anything or dusk, so I didn't ever had any type of encounters or anything like that. But it does have like a creepy feeling. If anyone's ever been there, just to be there on that battlefield site, it makes your skin crawl a little bit. So if any place is going to have spirits, I think it would be that area, that place. So, um, yes, Gerard, it's a secondary road, exactly. Oh, to those of you who didn't see Victor, here's Victor. Victor is Lenny's dog. He's a French, or he was a French bulldog. So he's enjoying the show too, I think. Anyway. All right, so that was the number one video I wanted to show you. Now let me show you a second video. All right, let's see. All right. All right, are you ready for this one? Let's see. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Sharing the screen. Sharing the screen is coming up. Sharing the screen. All right. This is another video of a crib, a baby in a crib. I'm gonna press. This is from a site on YouTube called Nukes, I think is what it's called. Anyway, so let's see what this looks like, and you tell me what you think. Now you're gonna see the door in the back close, slam on its own, and now you're gonna see there's noises there. There's like footsteps, and now you see a dark image appear over the crib area right here, and you see the stuffed animal move, and you see the figure kind of lean over and touch the baby. Hi, Krumel. Good to see you, my friend. So, what do you think? Here, we'll show it to you again. Here we go. Here it comes again. There's a dark image there. The stuffed animal is kind of shoved away. And then it looks like there's like an arm reaching over from the black figure to touch the baby. So, I don't know about this one. I mean, if you watch the thing move, if you watch the see, there was something that shoots across the screen right there. There was something like, I don't know what that was. There was something that shoots across the screen. See it? It's like a light. Look at that. Shoots across the screen right there. Then you have as that's happening, you have the door slamming shut in the background, right? And then you have the footsteps. Now you can't hear the footsteps. Let me see if I'll put on the footsteps if you could hear them. Because somebody put music in here, which is annoying. So I don't know. I'm on the fence about this one. It could be a scam. I don't know. I mean, the way that stuffed animal goes across, I could imagine a string pulling it. I don't know. You tell me if I'm wrong here. Watch how it goes. It kind of like swoops over to the side, I don't know. I don't know. I could be wrong. But it is creepy. It is a very, very creepy video to, and can you imagine, this being your child? That would really scare the hell out of me if this was going on. And if I saw anything like this on a baby monitor cam, that would scare the crap out of me. Hello, Deborah Roberts. How are you? Bill C, how you doing? So everybody hit the like button. I forgot to mention that. I always forget to mention hitting that like button. But please do. And please um send me a comment like after the show. Send me a comment like the border says here. Leave a comment after the show. Let's see if that helps. We always think it helps. Who knows? Anyway. So those are the two videos. I think they're intriguing, both of them at least. Or I thought were intriguing. And I stop sharing my screen. There we go. So we had a trip to Georgia tonight, and we had a couple of paranormal videos. We had Victor make his first appearance. He'll be back. He's going to help us out. And Lenny, of course, as always, he's always here. Can't have the show without Lenny. And can't have the show without all you guys. So thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Tony, it moved across the crib. So I don't know. You know what I mean? That's what kind of, I don't know, it kind of, I don't know. I made me a little skeptical. Like, I think it could be a string pulling it across. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know that much about video editing, whether you can make an image like that. You probably could do that. Probably could make an image, a dark image like that of some type. I don't know. I'm not an expert in that regard, but I thought the other videos were more convincing that I had last week and the week before. But this was definitely creepy. So yes, just chilling. Yes, he is. He is the strong silent type. Right, Lenny? But anyway, so those are my stories and my videos for this evening. As always, if anyone wants to come up and tell a story, it's always an option. Just let me know and I can drop the link and we'd be happy to listen to whatever stories you got to tell me. Uh, excuse me. And let's look at wait, one more time. Let's look at the Gettysburg again. I like it's this one really this Gettysburg really intrigues me, this one. Down the road, they slowly walk across. Well, that was the end of the video. What am I doing? There's one. Like that one really creeps me out. That first one really creeps me out. There's number two. That one doesn't even make it across. It fades in the middle. Here comes number three. And then number four kind of just starts in the middle. It doesn't even cross. So really bizarre. Really, really bizarre. Um, yeah. Creepy stuff. Latin, you know I was going to show it again. Because it's the one that I think is the better of the two, So of course I had to show it again. Um, I don't know where my other last week we had the cat that did the flip in the air, and then we had what else did we have? We had something else last week too. I don't know what it was. I forgot. I can't believe I forgot already. Man, I'm getting old. Forgetting already. All right. All right. Let me go back to this. And hello, Bella. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. So yeah, so those are my stories for this evening. I'll show you the cat again if I can't find it. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what happened to the cat. Because the cat flip thing was kind of the cat flip. Yeah, here, let me see. Let me see if I can do the cat again. The cat, it's not like it's out in the open in the street, but it's just I can't figure out what happened there. Hold on, there we go. This is from last week, but we'll play it again because I think it's cool. Where's my cat? Where is he? Where'd he go? Well, first of all, we got to get rid of this. Hold on here. I don't know what's going on there. Where is the cat? Damn it. For some reason, the cat is not the cat video is not coming up, and I don't know why that's happening. Strange. So, anyway, I'm sorry about that. Don't know why that's happening. But here we go. Here's the cat again. This is the cat from last week. As you can see, the cat behind the girl. They're just walking along. Walking along. And then somebody yanks that cat up in the air. And the cat's like, what the hell just happened? Hey, Nancy, how are you? Yeah. So that was from last week. I always thought that was cool. Yeah, that is a crazy cat. You're right. And then there was the baby in the crib from the previous. That one was really creepy. Where that kid was dragged up. I don't even know where that one is. Well, there's the guy in the gym, right? There was the guy in the gym that was pulled, and I can't find where the kid in the crib was. That one was really creepy. The kid is like yanked up and midair. I think next time what I'll do is I'll get it. I'll put them all in a folder so we can always reference them, and I can get to them easily. But anyway, so that's what's going on. Hopefully, I'll get some more videos next time. I like the addition of the videos at the end. I think that's kind of a cool addition to the show. And I'm sure you agree. Or maybe you don't agree, but I think it's cool. Yeah, I don't know where that is. But anyway. Gerard, I want you to record some of that cemetery next year. There's got to be some type of activity there. Gerard lives next to a cemetery. You should take some videos, some nightly videos there, and see if you pick anything up. Deborah Roberts, you missed some of it. You missed some of the cool stuff. I'm sorry. You can always go back and look at it again. You can always do that. And Gettysburg is tripping. Yes, it is. It is tripping. I don't know. Those guys were. I don't know. Those spirits didn't trip as they were walking across there. Um, oh, here's the guy in the gym. In case anybody didn't see this last week, the guy in the gym is freaky. Also, here we go. The guy in the gym in South America, someplace. Things start moving. He's wearing a mask because it's during COVID, and stretching a little bit here. The lights are flickering on and off in the hallway. Stretching a bit, walking around, checks his phone or whatever he's doing over there, then comes over and the heavy bag moves. Now, if anybody knows what the heavy bag is, that there's no way a heavy bag can move on its own. That's so heavy. He sees that and he's like, "What is going on here? I'm going to get out of here." And suddenly he gets yanked down the floor. And now he's like, "I'm out of here. I'm leaving my crap. I'm out of here." So, this is just another angle of that whole thing. So yeah, this is from a place called Creepy Cam. I don't know, where that is exactly. I think it's on YouTube, Creepy Cam. So there you have it. Our friend gets yanked across the gym. Well, that's what he's doing. He was washing his hands with some or some, and there's the heavy bag moving. All right. Hi, Cheech. How are you, my friend? All right. Now let's so Gerard, you said you heard singing? That's really creepy, man. You heard singing. Holy moly. I heard singing one night, one late night while observing the night sky. It came from the far side of the cemetery. It sounded like church music. Wow. Wow. That would creep me out. Yeah, Gianni, you do. That's why you have to scrutinize them a bit. Nukes, yeah, Nukes is where one of them came from. Just chilling. Nukes is where the baby picture, the baby one came from. Yeah, Gerard, too bad you didn't record that. That would have been something to hear that. I know there is a church though, right? There's a church on the other side of the cemetery. There was nobody in the church, obviously, right? At night. So it couldn't be from the church itself. Like it couldn't be anybody active there, actively playing music in there, right? Oh, from the tree line. Okay. All right, guys. Well, been on for an hour. Sliminy is probably going on now. It's 10 o'clock. I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it. On behalf of Lenny and now Victor, we say thank you. Please hit the like button and leave me a comment afterwards. And as always, if you have any type of story you want to tell or you want me to look into, or any legend you want me to look into or anything like that, leave me a comment about it and I will definitely put it on the list. So, as always, I love each and every one of you guys for spending time with me. I really appreciate it. And I want to give you blessings. If my blessings are worth anything, I give you my blessings. And as always, I say build the guild, hit the like button, all that jazz. And please come back with me next week and we'll see what fun we can have next time. So, as always, thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. We'll blow out the candles as we do ceremonially each time. We'll do it with Victor this time. There's another one in the back you can't see, just to give more light. But have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me.